Hey there, welcome to day 2766 of What You Up To Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, documenting the journey, sharing lessons learned along the way as I originally moved from the brick and mortar and corporate world of business simultaneously to the online world of business. I owned a bunch of real brick and mortar physical businesses in a lot of different industries: manufacturing, real estate, products and services, resale, all kinds of things, retail as well. Some seasonal businesses, some not seasonal businesses. But following my divorce in 2015, in 2016, after we divested ourselves of all of our businesses and all of our joint assets and things, I was looking for something to do. So I'd always been curious about the internet. I dabbled a little bit. I helped my dad with a website once, which I had no idea what I was doing, but it was fun to learn. I did a couple of things, but I never, I joined some social media, but I wasn't sure initially when the internet came out, like anybody else, that it was going to be the behemoth and the world changer that it is. But of course, by 2017, I was like, yeah, I want to do something in the online world. So I hopped on with ClickFunnels because I thought it was a great foundational start for me, and explored from there. And like so many others, got pulled in all these different directions and went down all these different rabbit holes and trails. And I think they call it shiny object syndrome. I don't like that name, but I get it. It's when we're distracted by things that aren't important for our goals and objectives right now. And I had to actually pull myself in, stop paying attention to what everybody else was doing, and just figure out what was right for me. And so I think I've landed on that now. So every day I create a couple of pieces of content. One for my Supersize Your Business group, because I've been in business since I was a teenager. One for my annual challenge. I do an annual challenge every year. I've done them since I was in college for sure. I think as a teenager, I probably started doing them, but in college, I purposefully started doing them. I didn't share them online until I was looking for a way to get comfortable speaking online and being on video and being in front of the silly old camera and not worrying about it. That was what helped me over the hump of doing that. And this is, I think, my 8th year in a row of 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yep, 8th year in a row of doing an annual challenge. This year's annual challenge is the Be a Better You annual challenge. We're doing one thing every day to be a better version of ourselves, a better human, to get to know ourselves better, etc. And this month, our focus is on emotional health and well-being. And in January, we created, just like we have for the last couple of years, our own process. Last year, it was a growing process. This year, it's the IDEANCE process. They usually end up between 6 and 7 or 5 and 7 steps in our process, because the truth is there are 5 steps to getting anything you want. Anything you want. Learned that a long time ago and was reinforced by Jim Edwards, my friend, my internet marketing fame friend. So, IDEANCE, step 1. First step of the process is to get really clear on what the current situation is with respect to emotions this month. So we're picking an emotion, and I surprised myself, and I actually picked fear. And I'm like, I actually wrote wow in my notes and yikes, because I was like, where did that come from? Because I don't think I'm really afraid, but apparently underneath I am. And so I'm going to address fear, and that's my is that I'm going to ask questions about today. What is my current situation around fear? What's my current definition of fear? How is it showing up in my life right now? And just what is going on that's exacerbated this. I'll do a little self-reflection and think about, all right, where might this have come from? And I already know a couple of places that it came from, and that got piled on and piled on and piled on. And so now, how do I let it go, and how do I alleviate it? And how do I set a goal for the end of the year? Because that's what I like to do, is set. We're going to work on this process this year. We're going to practice it, install it in our subconscious so that it becomes a tool in our toolbox. So whenever we need a process for handling something negative or a challenge, or we need a process for creating what we want, we can use this same process for that. So step 1, what is? My granddaughter is starting school this week, and so I'm helping with that project. If I can help you in any way, please hit me up and ask. That's on top of everything else, right? Just ask. I might not know the answer, but I guarantee I know somebody or can help you find your next step within probably 5 minutes or less. Just ask. Let me know. Have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye. Figure out what is the thing you want to work on.